Howdy gamers, Lord Arcane here, and we are out hunting the epic rare mobs throughout the Isle of Dread. Now, I got my party assembled, I got my daughter, I got my friend, my wife's working, just sponging experience because, you know, why not? And that's where we're going. So I'm not going to give a whole lot of locations. I will bring up maps when I see the names. I'll give you rundowns of what should be where so you can see it. But don't be surprised because I'm not going to pick up notes and things like that. Our first location that we're looking for named is named Daggermouth. He's the saber-tooth tiger. He's right up near this first ghost flame note, which is where I'm at right now. I'll show you where he spawns here in a second as we get there. He can come at you if he sees you, and sometimes he'll just sleep through it. And today he is not up. He should be right here. I'm pulling up my map to show you. This is where you're going to find Daggermouth. All right. Moving right along. No harm, no foul. We're going to go check our crab on the beach, who does not count as a rare encounter, but he has a chest. So, well, it's like cheating and getting extra loot. And today I am indeed playing Arcane. He doesn't solo very well, but he's pretty handy in a group. Ooh, a little bit of lag. That's always fun. My computer has issues. I have issues too. I can't afford a new computer. That's my biggest issue.
I love this rune arm. It does not hit the ground. It hits the ground and then it keeps going.
Your rune arm travels through the earth?
No, it just bounces off the ground.
Oh, interesting.
It's weird.
What element do you have for rune arm?
Currently, I have the fire one.
Oh, okay.
The fireball.
Okay, the crab, if he's up, will be right here on the beach. I am not seeing him. So you're looking right about here on the beach for the crab chest, but as I said, the crab does not technically count as a rare. You don't get a bonus experience for him. His name is Slippy something.
Sidestep.
That's the one.
Snippy sidestep.
Snippy sidestep. And yes, I'm finishing lunch, forgive me.
I summoned a bird again.
Next one we're going after is the well, he's not up unfortunately either. The statue. My family will correct me if I can't come up with the name fast enough. They're really good about that.
Yep.
Although his name's not statue, I was trying to remember what it was. Burnished something or other. Burnished Warden. See, we'll put the whole puzzle together for you. And for any of you Metallica fans out there, yep, that's my one of my ringtones. The other one you'll probably hear eventually too. All right, no Burnished Warden. No, got to show you where he's supposed to be on the map. So heading back to where the Burnished Warden wasn't to show you where he's supposed to be. You'll see this big pedestal. It comes up on. There's the other ringtone.
That was from your son.
That was from my son. I'm being spammed from 1,700 miles away by my son. All right. So this is where the Burnished Warden should be. Just barely off the beach. A little bit almost due east of the zone entrance. Boy, is he spamming me a lot today.
No, I added to it.
Oh, now my daughter's helping.
Yep. You're welcome.
All right. Looking for the mummy.
I found it.
We're batting a million.
I found the mummy.
Is the mummy up?
Yeah.
No, I found my mummy.
You found your mummy?
Yep.
Your mummy was sitting behind me on her computer, trying really hard to work with all of us being distractions.
Yep.
Because she does that.
I felt.
And we appreciate that.
I myself. I think.
Don't have electricity, you don't have, internet, you don't have DDO subscriptions, it's hard to play games. All right, so I'm looking up over the volcanoes here, right where the mummy. And Mummy's not up either.
Oh wow.
We're batting 1,000 today, folks. Oh, and I am out of French fries.
Oh no.
Biggest sin of the world. I'll cry a little bit. Ah!
Good.
I got knocked down, but I got up again.
No.
They're never going to keep me down.
Kitty cats.
Yeah.
Is that 1,000 a good thing or what?
Okay, so you'll notice this big gazebo thing. Oh, come on, don't crash on me.
I don't want it.
A little too much, tabbing around, I think. This is your gazebo. This is where the mummy spawns. And as you can see, he is not up. All right, moving right along. Our next named is one of the bigger ones. Arcane here does okay against the little guys. Against the big purple things, he needs help. Big purple thing is not up. That is Stone Jaw. He spawns right over there. I'll show him to you in a second here.
To have identical outcomes on each attempt is batting 1,000 meaning.
So far we have
Batting
one.
1,000 is a baseball reference for striking, for hitting everything with ball, technically. So it's used ironically for striking out.
Well, it's also used to achieve success at each attempt. He's batting 1,000 so far with the new house. Is to achieve success.
But yes, I'm using it
Achieving the same
sarcastically.
outcome. Yeah, you are using it for the same outcome.
Achieving perfect success is your technical definition of it, because it means how many balls out of 1,000 you're going to hit. They don't use percentages; they add an extra decimal place to baseball. The things you argue about with family. This is where Stone Jaw would have spawned, but he's not up. Not a huge baseball fan personally, although Salt Lake has a fun team. We've gone and watched the Bees a few times. Kind of a family tradition. I take the kids there, a couple games every year before they grew up. Started their own relationships with other people that weren't dad. That happens. And then we moved 1,700 miles away, so we don't really watch the Bees very much anymore. All right, moving on to Triceratops. The Triceratops is over in this neck of the woods.
We lost you.
Well, you always follow the map.
No.
I said you could. I didn't say you would.
That's a lot of books.
Now, Arcane here could probably take the Triceratops. I just bleed through mana a little faster than I'd like if I try to solo. I'm sorry, spell points. All right, so looking at my map, and I've got all the map revealed because I have the Ghost Flame journal pages. By the way, there's your pro tip for the day. The Triceratops should be right over here.
Is it Ghost
Don't
or all
shoot
the
me.
Explorers?
Ghost Flame.
Ghost Flames.
I figured that
Normally it would be the Explorers, but we got it from the Ghost Flames before we got all the Explorers.
Weird, huh?
And then there was Drara, just had it from day one for no reason.
Yeah, my daughter apparently hacks orders and we don't even know it. Okay, Triceratops is not up either. Who'd have thunk, right? But he normally would appear right here.
Oh,
His cousins are trying to cause me pain, grief, and suffering, and all that jazz.
and black, apparently.
Nothing says loving like a meteor swarm. All right, moving on up to Ettercapville. The Ettercap is up here by the tree on the other side of the mountain. Now, my friend is playing the monk who loves to go up and get aggro so that I don't get smacked too much,
I killed the squirrel.
which is a good thing. My daughter's playing the reluctant artificer in the back who apparently doesn't like killing squirrels, but she still does it.
I didn't mean to.
Uh-huh.
I'm shooting for the sheriff. That one dino.
Shooting for the one dino. and kill the squirrel. Now, Arcane has an aura here, so you'll see me kill some of the natural wildlife as I walk past. It's not intentional. All right.
Evil.
Okay. No, he's lawful good. It says so on my character sheet.
Druids everywhere hate you.
The druids everywhere hate me. That's probably true too. But see, right here it says lawful good. All right. So here we got our tree. Okay, this is the dungeon spider and flies. Right next to it, and of course not up, is the ender cap.
Well, we can at least for sure
Here, I'll burn it to the ground.
get one. I don't know if What? What? What was that?
The meteor swarm, or the air ball, or what?
Yes, the meteor swarm airball.
And it kind of diverged a little bit. This is where the ender cap spawns, when he spawns. Yeah, my goal here was to show you how to kill everything and where it was and all that. I'm kind of getting to where it was and all that, but not so much the killing everything.
You're gonna have to do other snippets.
There are snippets. I do have snippets I'm going to upload for certain mobs that we have killed. So, sold separately, except not sold. You get the idea. Watch them, like them, subscribe them. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Okay, good. Whew. I don't think DDO much likes me recording. I think that's what the problem is.
Probably not.
Might be your internet browser.
I think I've got some outdated drivers I need to update. Could be my internet browser with the 85 million tabs I keep open because I do things.
Wee.
That spawn really bugged me. All right, and true to form, the bear is not up either.
Yeah, and I
So just to give a count here, you've gotten one so far.
0.
0.
0. Oh gosh. Okay.
Absolute 0.
I'm sorry, folks.
Our ability to find mobs of the name and variety that rare encounters has been a big, fat, absolute 0.
Furpaw was not up.
Yes, that's the name of the bear where we're at, Furpaw. This is where Furpaw is.
Full rear, the other cat was not up. Burnished Wart was not up.
I have videos on Burnished Warden and Soul Greer, as well as the Stone Giant. We're not to the Stone Giant quite yet. We're heading that direction.
Jaspar was not up. Daggermouth.
Worst case scenario, the demon will be up because the demon's always up. I have yet to see an exception to that rule. If there is an exception to that rule, this is going to be that run.
Probably. The only time I've not been able to summon it is because I didn't have Featherfall and couldn't get to the
So my gaming daughter is complaining that she couldn't Mario enough to get to the...
I didn't have Featherfall and I couldn't jump far enough. I was a big barbarian who apparently cannot jump.
Well, that is.
Most barbarians are actually really good at jump because it's a strength skill.
I know, but I could not. I could not jump high enough or far enough.
The biggest thing in most barbarians is kind of lacking on the intelligence. They don't have a whole lot of skills.
Yeah.
You can make a smart barbarian. It works. It's functional, but if you have the stereotypes, that's the problem. They tend to lack skills because they just don't have the intelligence. It's not one of the priority skills or priority abilities. And yes, Arcane can even melee if he's desperate. I'm getting pretty desperate.
I have not shot you. Why are you trying to attack me? Arcane, what did you do?
Nothing.
Kill the squirrel.
I was about to pull array the Carnosaurus, but then he died. All right, our next location is the Kopru, which I also have up on the, well, we'll have up on videos. These are videos I've recorded I haven't posted quite yet. Because time. The Kopru appears kind of over here, next to the Valley Overlook. He's up here on a stage scene.
Is that
He is up. Okay, we'll show you, how much he hates his life choices right now, and I'll show you where he is in just a second. Yeah, you don't need me. I got a monk. All right. So he appears right there.
nothing cool for me?
You guys haven't seen the chests out here. You usually kind of get insults. These fossilized various pieces are used for the crafting, for the bone crafting. Very useful. But you occasionally get named items. You will frequently get artifacts. But
Especially in dungeons, not so much
Yep.
outside.
it happens. But mostly in the dungeons. The dungeons are better for that. Moving on with life. We have just a few more names to go. Stone Giant is over here. Next to, imagine that, the stones. And they're kind of giant stones. They are. He's not up either.
That's a solid. Why are you telling me?
This is where the Stone Giant spawns. So we've gotten 1,
One.
and we've got 3 left. So 1 out of 9.
Yep.
Hey, the dinosaur's doing the Running Man. And then he falls over dead.
Gotta get up and get my steps real quick.
Get your exercise. We'll just kill little teeny bad guys for a minute. Aha, there's the Sorcerer and the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Moving on with life. That's our monkey. Okay, so Arcane is now officially the tank. Because it sure isn't the Artificer.
Ensuring the artificer's dog, because the artificer's dog is broken.
The Artificer's dog is smarter than the Artificer. Go attack that. No, I'm a pacifist dog. Yeah, my daughter asks me on a regular basis if she can train her Iron Defender in for a puppy that actually listens. One of the quests out here has you dealing with Foxpaw the Younger. As he, tries to outsmart Vecna. It doesn't work really well for him, but that's, aside from the point. He has he's an artificer himself, and he has a pet Cold Iron Defender, which is a scorpion. It's really cool.
All right, that's my minimum quota for the day, for the hour.
Step by step.
Lag by lag.
Never mind. Arcane is just going to sleep this fight out. He has a Griffin he wants to play with instead anyway.
All right.
I'm firing my laser. Okay, we're heading toward the water weird now. That apparently gives my daughter hiccups.
And that water is really weird.
Everything gives your daughter hiccups.
Pretty much just existing gives my daughter hiccups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so water weird will be right here. Twada on your map. Sidestep Skippy or Snippy shows up. He only has a chest if he's on the beach, though. He'll show up in a couple different places throughout the wilderness area, but he only has a chest if he's on the beach. The second area I showed you in this particular video. All right. Now we get to play submarine for a minute. Cross underneath the river and go look for a dragon. The dragon's the one mob. If it happens to be up, I'm not going to attack it with this character. My friendly neighborhood monk here is tough enough, or tough, but not quite tough enough for the dragon. We only have one person in the guild who can tank the dragon. That's the monks. Yeah, one of the monks' alts. Well, we take the philosophy of, hey, you're planning to have fun, you're not planning to work. I kind of plan to do both. That's that point. And so, bring the character you want to bring, not the character that is necessarily max for the job, sort of thing. We might just be a little psychotic, but we enjoy it.
Just a little.
All the voices in my head agree. All right, dragon. All right, my sense of direction is pretty accurate. I don't see flapping wings though.
No.
You can actually tell the dragon's up from quite a distance. And you really have to try hard to piss him off. Like, actually walk up to him.
Or
He
shoot
appears up on this ledge. What?
Or shoot him.
Well,
He's,
yeah,
hard to,
that
he's
hits.
really hard to hit if you don't climb up there. Yeah. Climbing the vines, I'll show you where he is when I get to the top. There is an adventurer's pack right here next to him.
Yep.
Chomp! Oop, just landed on my daughter's artificer. Oh, poor thing. This is where your dragon would spawn.
Oh, I can fight on my room while dancing. That's impressive.
It's a beautiful view.
It's a great view. Bonsai. Yes, my wizard does not usually have safe all prepped. I have it cast, it's right here on my bar. I can cast it, but who needs safe all? Featherfall. Well, if you're monk safe fall sort of thing, you don't have to worry about featherfall because you don't take damage anyway. Although it's convenient. Or the cats. Cats are good that way too. Although it's convenient for going distance more than anything else.
Even then, most snowfall does fall.
Slowfall does fall. It just decreased speed. Slow fall, safe fall. Pick your game, pick the appropriate terminology, and away you go. Can you tell I played with a little too much EverQuest in the years? I'm not the one that usually types in /camp, though. I'm going to get hit in the back of the head, I can tell it.
Oh, hello. Y'all have a crocodile chasing you. Okay, Cathalis does at least.
I don't have a crocodile chasing me.
Okay, there's a dead crocodile that was chasing you.
I don't have dead crocodiles chasing me. This is accelerated quickly.
more ideas.
Welcome to Suddenly Crocodile. Saw the crocodile in the distance, and that one popped up and grabbed him in toes.
You know, I love Double Rainbow. I just don't
Karate Champion Double Rainbow loves the special effects that happen. Arcane here is mostly a Magus. Made. I will pull it up in a second. But Magus of the Eclipse, I think is the name of it. It's our epic destiny. Here, let me show. Loading, please wait.
Little one, why did you go kill a frog?
Yep.
My dog can't.
Magus of the Eclipse. A lot of points there. 28. Got a little bit in Draconic Incarnation. That's what gives me some of the resistances and to cold, things like that. And then just a little bit of Primal Avatar. You know, you're just probably thinking, well, why would you do that? Well, for starters, a little extra cold damage there. Better reflex saves because, you know, I need reflex saves. And that works. I have a hunch my son's starting to wonder why I'm not answering him.
He
No.
bought some ice cube trays that are polyhedral dice.
Oh, nice. So have him send me a copy.
He said that we'll see how this goes.
When in doubt, create your own dice. All right. Now, Demon, according to Arcane. We're up almost to the Demon's area. You will find the crest of the snakes up top. You want me to go fetch it, Kim?
I can do it.
All right. Good luck. Little miss, I couldn't get the location because I didn't have Featherfall.
So I was on a different character.
Okay.
I have a Featherfall cape on this character.
So you can see the crest of the snake here. There's a location, Kopru Ruins locations up where I'm pointing at now. But you need the crest of the snake in order to release the demon. Okay. Gothatlas here is looking for punishing the guardians of the demon. And he's going to go find the crest of the octopus, which is right here. On the left. I got it.
Well, apparently I'm just dropping gargoyles on people's heads because the gargoyles are jumping off the cliff.
They tend to do that.
They're running away from you.
Suicidal gargoyles. Okay. So the chest is here. I'll let my daughter eventually get the crest of the snake and show you. But it's right here. This is where your demon's going to spawn. North of it is where you're going to find the chest and the crest of the octopus. South of it is where you're going to find the crest of the snake. Okay. Now, demon loves to do AoEs. You'll find us backing off and telling your clerics to stay out of the way. Because otherwise, they simply just die.
Ready?
I'm ready when you are. Commence the spank. Okay, as you can see, CR61, he's a big boy. I'm letting Gothatlas get some aggro. Gothatlas is fairly independent. If he gets in trouble, he'll scream and say, hey, bring up the cleric, and we'll take care of him. That's part of why we got two clerics. Demon does not take a whole lot of damage from fire, so that was a punch here. But I do a decent amount with cold. And then, of course, my meteor swarm will do impact damage that you're seeing. So I'll rotate through a few Frosty spells. Fat fingers can't read my keyboard. No, this fight I don't have to move a whole lot, so I actually have both keys on the keyboard pounding buttons.
Both hands?
Both hands. You be nice.
No, just clarifying.
Yes, both hands on the keyboard, pounding buttons.
Okay.
Both keys on the handboard.
Yes.
Oh, so here you go, group. I need to have your consensus or disagreement on something.
Uh-oh.
My wife made an interesting faux pas the other day, and I'm thinking it might be a new Christmas tradition. Okay, well, she was talking about a shelf on an elf.
Oh,
And so the image of a set of shelves, and I have a few extra shelves around. When we moved out here, my shelves survived, but my bookshelf cases didn't. So I've got like 6 or 7 extra shelves floating around. So maybe we'll start a tradition this year where we just have a shelf lying randomly on the floor with little hands from around the corners begging for mercy. What do you guys think? You think a shelf on an elf is a good option? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. Yes, you can comment on my stuff. I even read it, all of it, when I can understand it.
we have had a couple of international languages.
I've only had one post that I just couldn't understand what was being said. So if I didn't reply to your post, it's not that I'm trying to be rude. It's that I honestly haven't got a clue what you meant.
I was gonna say, Google Translate works well for me.
It wasn't in a foreign language.
I know. But sometimes even that.
We're working on our foreign languages too. I speak a little bit of Japanese. Speak a decent amount of Spanish, actually. Speak just a touch of French. My wife actually speaks French better than I do.
That's not hard.
That's be nice. The best, phrase in French that I've picked up is "Je ne sais pas," or "Ne parlez-vous français," which means I don't know and I don't speak French.
Je ne parle pas français.
See, she even corrects me on how to say I don't speak French. We're also learning German. I know a smidge of Hebrew. Very, very small smidge of Hebrew. A touch of Arabic. But such is the life.
Let's see. How long does it take for the rest of my day?
If the demon stands still, we actually have a video of fighting the demon with Vargas, our big tank, as well. And the demon stands still. He's a lot easier to kill than if he runs around. This time he stood pretty still. And as I pointed out earlier, he is located on the map in the right here position. This is your bullywugs. This is your pirates. This is your demon. That wraps up this run. We didn't find many bad guys. We found 2. But hopefully we'll find some more information. Oh, there's a short sword. I need a short sword for one of my elves. You'll notice that the weapons, the other fun thing that drops off the purple names, you get weapons. All of the purple names will drop 1 weapon per person, unless you ransack. The rules change when you ransack, of course. But they're not bound to characters, they're bound to account. So our big boys here tend to do runs to get weapons to hand over level 5 alts. They can't use them for 25 levels. 26 levels, technically, you have to be 31st. And so that's the thing we do. Anyway, catch you next run, people. I mean, the force be with you. Oh, there's a fire mouse cloak. That's a good one for a strength-based person. You can find all of these things on the web, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them. Hand wraps. Okay. Hanging up on you, disconnecting. May the force be with you, and we'll catch you next time we game. Ciao.